Good morning, everybody. Especially the kids and the teachers, parents. Welcome to the temple. And anyway, this is the Buddhist temple. Everybody knows. And what we talk about. I think maybe they already mentioned you guys. This is, we call Buddha Shakyamuni. The big statue that we call Buddha Shakyamuni. We follow the hymn. And, we call Buddha Buddha. And we have some texts. That's the book. So, composed for Buddha Shakyamuni by himself. And that's a book or the commentary for India masters. There are, I think, 220 volumes. Anyway, then actually all the world, we have a lot of different religions, right? Many different kind of religions. Then also, a lot of people believe religions. A lot of people doesn't believe religions. It doesn't matter if you believe a religion or you don't believe religions. This is their own choice, right? And who doesn't believe religions, then they have some reason. Who believe, who don't believe the religions, they have some reason. Their own reason. We are not say, oh, you are the bad person, you don't believe religions. We cannot say that. If we believe religions, also we have some reasons. And other people don't say, you guys, religious people are very bad, This, their own choice. Look at in the United States Constitution. They say, what's the religious freedom? They say, if you can do any religions, if you don't do any religions, I think there's something wrong anyway. If you do or you not, just by you choice. Then we, Buddhism, actually we say, we are follow the Buddha. But we always we think, this is not just talk, real. Very, very important to we respect all the religions. If you Buddhism, or you Christian, or you Judaism, or you are Hindu, doesn't matter. Very important to respect each other religions. Now, previous long time, also a lot of problems create the religions, right? I think you guys also know. Oh, of course, next time also there more coming, but this is why they're coming, because the religions doesn't respect each other. This is a big problem. Therefore, very important to everybody respect all the religions. Then we say, why we need to respect all the religions? Usually all the religions, they create they benefit beings, human beings. Right? Or Buddhism come in, Buddha taught or teach for people how you subdue your delusions mind, how you become a good person. Same as Jesus become old. He teach, don't do bad things. If you do bad things, you go to hell. If you do good things, you go to heaven. Same as all the religions. The Hindus, also Muslim, or the Judaism. Also, I think maybe all the religions has 10 non-virtues. Very similar. Everybody say, okay, you do or you action these 10 non-virtues, then you broken my advice, then you go to hell. Anyway, if everybody do that, the 10 non-virtues, this is the results. Always bad things happen. Therefore, say, okay, don't jump the water if you don't know how you swim. You die. Don't jump the fire. You use fire. Same that, Therefore, all the religions to benefit all sentient beings. Therefore, you have to reason to, they're not come to, okay, we have to follow that kind of religion. We want to, destroy other religions. They're not coming that. Therefore, everybody respect all the religions. If you follow or doesn't follow, doesn't matter. I'm the Buddhism. Buddhism is best for me. And someone's Christian, then Christian is best for them. Someone's, Muslim religion is best for them. If you not say, oh, I'm Buddhism, but this other religion is bad. It's not true, right? For example, we have a lot of different kinds of food. Someone says, I like Chinese food. Someone says, I like Korean food. If I say, usually I like Chinese food, also Indian food. And I say, usually I don't like much what we call Mexican food. And I say, oh, Mexican food is very bad because I don't like. It's not true, right? Hundreds, millions of people like that food. Then someone says, oh, I don't like Chinese food. I hate them, they put a lot of chilies. It's not true. Many people like that food, right? Therefore, all the people have their own opinion, and we cannot judge each other. And very good, important to respect all the religions. And what religion you do or doesn't do is our choice. And Buddhism is, Buddha Shakyamuni is also, now we just talk about this center, this, I don't know, this word. He just also sends for us. He has father, he has mother, he born. Sends us, then he married. He become couple years king, India, someplace. Then he think, we can see all the beings are always solving problems, right? And he check what the problems come, what's wrong. Then he do some meditation technically, and after, anyway, he got enlightenment, we call it. Then after he got, then he teach to people. He said, okay, this is my experience. This is my experience. If you do or don't do, up to you. But if you like, you can do these things. This is a gift for us to happiness, full enlightenment, finish all the solving problems. He just for us to advance them. also he told us, people, don't say, oh, Buddha said this is correct, because Buddha said, don't say that. You have to check. It's true or not. If you think it's true, then you can follow. If you think it's not true, just forget. Look like that. Then if we Buddhists follow Buddha, then other religions follow them, then, very important to respect all the religions. It's just respect that. And also, I think today, I don't know, the parents or teachers, maybe some parents, some teachers, they bring their kids here. They say, why? The parents or teachers like to learn children's more things. The children's more better person, good life, good kids, right? I think therefore they, teachers or parents, they kids bring that, go that, go that, go that. They try to learn more things. Therefore, I would like to say thank you for all the time, all the teachers, all the parents. They're very hard work. And sometimes say, oh, this is the teachers' parents, their job. They make kids. They have to take their job. This is, I think, that's not true. The parents always think about their kids to better life, good kids. Anybody say, if someone says, oh, this family's kids very good, their parents very happy. Wow, my kid's good. Then someone says, oh, this kid's terrible. Then they say, oh, what to do we? The parents are unhappy, teachers are unhappy. Also, when kids do exam, right? Everybody do exam, right? Then teachers or parents see that, the number result, the numbers high, then they're happy. The numbers very low, then how we do make the better study. They always think about kids, teachers and parents. I want to say thank you for teachers and kids or parents. Then teachers or kids also. Right now you're very teenager boy, girls. He doesn't think much, long term, right? I don't know, maybe you guys. When I was teenager, I don't think much, Just what I like, I can do. But these kids have a very good opportunity to this time to study. We will become good kids. It's very, border. The kids have very good, parents and teachers. They support the kids. They go to good school. They eat always good food. They always, whatever they like, parents check for them. And during that time, kids also very important to study. Very, very important. I think these kids, they are all younger. They don't went to maybe India, China, some other countries. Many hundreds, millions of kids have not opportunity to learn that. There's no school. The food's not enough, the clothes not enough, they wearing one cloth, they wear every day, no change. For example, I just talk a little bit story, my story. I was born in Tibet, East Tibet. Nomad, you guys know nomad? Kids heard nomad, right? Nomad means who live with cows, sheep, horses. And we grew up, when I was 19 years old, I don't know how you read my own language alphabet. Because we don't have school. Then also always not enough to food. Always, when we was a kid, you want to eat more out of the US because we just all the time play outside, run, and then very easy to hungry, right? Therefore, not enough to eat, always hungry. In summertime we have no shoes, no shoes, because the weather's warm. And always without shoes we walking all the outside. Then we have clothes, shorts. When you wear, then never change. We don't change until finish. We call. Yeah.
Until it's finished.
Yeah. Until finish. We send Lord. Then, for example, food. Look at when we born, when the kids, we have some, because we make the, sheep's skin, make some cloth. When we take out, we just naked, we don't have inside. That very difficult life, difficult place. Not just me, all the kids there, Then we play, not very nice, Parents always watch them, very soft and ground. We jump up, not that kind. We just play with, rocks, dust, Anyway, very, what call it? And just we all the day play outside. Because we don't have school, we have nothing to do. No watch TV, no play games, no go to museums. But look at that kind. I grew up same kind of that place. If you compare them, this kid has a very good opportunity to study. If everybody loves to, very famous until today, to next maybe 15 years, 20 years, they was a very famous person. All the time that there was a commercial, newspapers. We have to clear the cost right now. What the cost means you have to study, lesson the parents and lesson the teachers. Right now, very example we say, I don't know, who's more famous, I don't know. Anyway, presidents, very famous singers, very famous actors, then now who's running to president here, Mitt Romney, always. Look at that, everybody love to, famous, right? Everybody want to be very famous person. But they're not just come walk there. They work very, very hard. They study very, very hard. They do a lot of things. Then they slowly come there. Therefore, the kids, very good opportunity to study. If you like to be very famous, you are a very good life, happy person, a peaceful person, everybody respects person, then right now, time, a very good study. I'm not saying you guys doesn't study, but very good opportunity to study. Also, always follow the right friends, good friends. Right now you can see all the time the news. Some kids, some adults also, they shoot guns in the schools, high schools, Then we heard some kids, they use the drugs. Very bad things we always heard. Therefore, very important to everybody follow the good person, good friend. Usually bad friends are not just coming, they show you a very rough face. Someone look like they love you, they like to talk with you. Then they bring very slowly. For example, if someone doesn't people doesn't know how you smoke. Someone do smoke, right? Smoke. Then one person say, hey, come here. You want to smoke? I say, oh, I don't know that. No, try this. This is very nice. Right? First we don't know how to smoke. Then say, come, this is nice. Then you try a little bit. First a little bit, what's that, sore throat? Throat. I did that when I was a kid. Then took a little bit, then next day, little bit. Then one time, without smoke, you cannot stay. Look at, you can learn the bad things also. Bad, I don't know, maybe smoke also. Look at this example now. Smoke is very good to our liver. I don't know if it's good or not, but look like example there. Then we follow that little slowly. Then we jump there, then we cannot stop. Therefore, very important to always watch the good kids, good teachers, above that, good person. I want to look like that. I want to next to look like that kind of person. Then kids come very, of course, good person, good education. Until today, maybe next maybe 15 years, then these kids have their own families. They have to stand up their own feet, right? Not always support parents and teachers, not support always, all the time. They say, don't go there, don't do that, do homework, don't do that, Then, that time you have easy life, or not easy life, depends your study. I think you have really good education, then you can get very good job. You get good job, then you get good money. Then life's easy. Therefore, very important to kids. I'm not saying you doesn't do study, but study more. Respect the teachers, respect the parents. Then kids become very good kids, I believe. And, this is my advice. Anyway, for kids, this is a very good opportunity to, study. We don't worry to, clothes, the bills, the parents take care, shopping things. Then we don't worry anything that, just study. Therefore, this term is very good to study. If you have good studies, we call what's 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, then high school, you have to step. If you didn't study enough to, basic, then it's difficult to jump up there. Therefore, very important to study more education. Then also always try to don't harm others. Sometimes kids doesn't, pay attention, but don't harm means, if your body's action, your mouth's action, maybe your fingers action, but not, very easy to everybody But for example, if someone harm us, we are not happy, right? If some kids hit, their kids, someone hit for us, then we don't like that. We are not happy. It's all this kid harm me, they don't love me, they say bad thing for me. We are not happy, right? Therefore, try to don't harm others all the time. Anybody, same as us. Anybody likes good things. No one likes bad things. Anybody wants good things, happy things, peaceful things. And also, I think maybe now, the parents, teachers, my generations, maybe couple, maybe 50, 60 years, maybe they're all finished. Now next 21st, 22nd centuries, and the war, in the wars, all the leaders come, not this country, kids. then the world also, peaceful or not, the leaders or the generations ahead. Therefore, everybody try to, anyway, good things study, more important. You look at that, then not much things to say, and anyway, I'm very happy to see their kids, to also for thanking the parents and teachers being here. And you know that, then I think maybe of some snacks, then you get some talk, also go to some outside, we call stupa. There's something there outside, some you can see, then maybe Anila, she can check you guys, then if you have any questions, ask her. Okay? Thank you. Okay, thank you, kids. Have some water. Oh, it's good. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, everybody. Now our turn. Let's tamchi. Now we need tamchi. Yeah. Oh yeah. 야야, 다 들여놔서 가지. 야, 그렇지. 아, lam-rim 먹고 야, 너는 지금 아까워서 못 살아랬어.
So again, we're very fortunate to be able to get together and to study about this lam-rim text.
이리 와. 아니, 당연도 가리지 지워라. 당 농조 살게 좀 지워라. 그런 말 왔어.
So as usual, whatever we do is very important to study.
아니, 당연도 공작 냠면치. 당연도 그때 나고요 왔어. 대체와는 공자다 시고 그래. 냠면치는 냠면치는 시고 그랬어.
As we are encouraged or advised to practice and meditate, but in order to do those, we have to know how to do them, right? To know how to do them, we have to study.
아니, 다시하래 기호열라면 다시하시고 그러면 다시하게 다 가르쳐서 기호들은 좋고 말아.
So if people say it is very enjoyable to ride a horse, you have to know how to ride it before you experience the enjoyment, right, of riding a horse. So if you don't know how to ride, you will not enjoy it.
Right. You guys have to ride a horse? Yeah, I was, kid. I always ride a horse. I like to ride a horse. Ride horse. It's very fun. We don't think your horse is tired. Just we think we are very fun. Anyway, today is 당간속이 지금 돈된 이야기 가래. 다 밑에 쭉 전화 타와도 통지제가 토비야. 다 된대게 지대다 나도 다 냠이 제거래서.
So basically what we are seeking, is the happiness, the happiness and a happy rebirth, higher state of rebirth, and if possible, then a liberation or enlightenment for the sake of all sentient beings. So that is what we are seeking, and for that purpose, we're studying, practicing, meditating, and so forth.
다 근데 제가 나타나서 담보 따로는 제고 그래서.
And so to do those practices, to achieve liberation or enlightenment, we have to study first.
아니 로조 제가 나타나서 지금 두고 그래서 두고 그래서.
So to study, you have to hear.
만도 지금 직대게 샤워 관리나 담보 지금 딱 기계지 지금 마시 로조 맞으나 가서 또 용어는 와.
So when we study, we have to study from someone who's called a teacher. Right? So without a teacher, we'll not be able to learn the things.
어떤 대마다 나도 지금 땡도 대와 다와도 이제 봐 산재 컴바 토야기 영내 제야라 다 대연로 당 실전 말아봐 땡베가 로조 제고 그래서 땡이가 라마지당 개개지는 제고 그래서.
And so we have to study, from a teacher who can explain all these paths to reach enlightenment or liberation without any mistakes.
아니 소소문에 양치 되게 로로체 주대양 다 신청 말아봐 개두개 나도 신청 말아봐 땡이 딱 배제치 로로체 그래서.
And also the text that we study has to be a text that is unmistaken in showing what is to be abandoned, what is to be cultivated, or showing the path, the correct path to achieve liberation or enlightenment.
아니 다 투바데 다 투베가 소소고 로조 지정화 돼 간지 맞지. 다 소소고 노력하는데 다 노력 쪽들이라고 그래서 꼬맣게 하다 자변 쪽으로 이렇게 노력 쪽들이스.
So the study, is the best of all the wealth. So the wealth that cannot be stolen by thief and so forth.
아니 다 비즈니스 말하지. 다 남가 줘야지. 다 로로 세번하는데 다 비즈니스 하는데 처음에서 하는데 다 야쇼대 남가 때문에 야쇼대를 해서 그래서 좀 좋겠어.
And also it is the light that illuminates the darkness of the ignorance. So if you have studied, then you can see it. So it's like the best of the lamp, to illuminate the darkness.
어떻게 투바대야 지금 다 모보니 투바. 아니 마보 투바, 마보니 투바세. 다까지 양양 투고 그래서 다 증이 다 변도로서 말이에요.
And that study is something that you have to do again and again, and not only from one study, not just one time, but you have to study many times, and also you have to study from many, so not just from one teacher, but from many teachers.
어떻게 맞아 다 나도 로로 쳐야 돼. 다 상주. 다 lam-rim, 다 나도 lam-rim 라고 그랬어.
And so this text, which we're studying, is known as the lam-rim, or graduate path to enlightenment.
근데 lam-rim 세야 돼. 다 lam-rim은 로사기 들어왔어. 가오르는 다 상주 다와도 탐주 제변 로사기 다 람이세요. 다 람이선으로 그랬어.
So the lam, it means the path. The rim is the stages, or the gradual stages. And so the path, is the path that we walk on, going towards somewhere. So here, this is the path, walking towards liberation or enlightenment.
So, 되게 산지에서 고마 토에 치는 거라 다 나도 집에 가면 가자로 하는 제로네 뭐예요 말해서.
So in order to embark on the path to reach enlightenment, you can't just go by like putting your address in the GPS.
다 남이 되다 내가 빼자 내리려고 이 말이에요.
So the path, or the map that shows the path to enlightenment, is the text like this.
근데 빼자는 강화소만 했다. 그 나중에 소소 제와이나 땅에서 사실 될 거예요.
And so if we study just as it is explained here and practice, study and practice as it is explained here, then we'll reach the destination.
다 가르쳐서나 간지 소라가 가르쳐나 간지 쌤 너무 와도 말어 지고 그래서 그래서
And so what we mainly practice is to practice to control our mind, making sure that it doesn't fall under the control of delusions.
그래서 강 거야 가르치나 또 아니 샴바 공부 그래서 이제 공부 그래서
And what we should meditate on are the loving kindness, compassion, and so forth.
아니 샹초고 쌤 아니 동반이었다 저거 맞다가 공부 그래서 그렇죠.
So bodhicitta, emptiness, and death and impermanence, those are the ones to be meditated on.
간지 맞지? 아니 아랑 쌤지 와도 마서 간지 쌤 너무 와도 말고 제거를 해서 그래요.
So, if possible, should try not to fall under the sway of the mind and not let the mind fall under the sway of the delusions.
아니 딜리션에 가르나 내 자신도 공부 많이 하더라도 딜리션하고 그래서.
So, what are the delusions? Delusions are attachment, anger, ignorance, pride, and so forth.
어때지? 어디는 다 빼자니 나라 가려고 그러나 무슨 말아? 근데 어디 등수만은 전화 가서 등만이 등수 왜 많이 쓰려고 그래서.
So what it says in this text is that if we follow these delusions, then we will experience suffering. So therefore, we should not follow them.
어때지? 다시 다 남는 세안에 아니 지도가 되다 상식병제 침모세 그래서 다 저거 와서 그러.
And so this text, liberation in the palm of your hand, is like the commentary to the great stages of path enlightenment by Lama Tsongkhapa. So this because it's like a commentary, therefore it's a little bit easier for us to understand.
안에 나오는 데는 나도 선생님들 고까지 가고 이래서 공기도 고래 거기도 고고 말해.
So the great lam-rim, or the great exposition on the stages of the path to enlightenment by Lama Tsongkhapa is a little more hard or more difficult to understand.
아니 상조 나오는 친구 써야 돼. 아니 상조 나오는 좀 써야 돼. 난 저거 말해.
And then the great exposition of the stages of the path of enlightenment by Lama Tsongkhapa is actually the commentary to Lama Atisha's lamp on the path to enlightenment.
아니 조지 써야 돼. 다 자가 뺀다더니 말해서.
Lama Atisha is the great scholar, a Buddhist scholar from India.
다 나오는 써야 미디 다 조지 빼라 빼네. 미디 되는 시험.
So the name known as the lam-rim or stages of the path to enlightenment was gained from Lama Atisha's time.
근데 다 산지 좀 조지 써야 돼. 간지 자가 뺀다. 간지 다 주고 가도 봐. 그 강성화 나르는 마성화데 다 산지 좀 되고 강성화셔가 돼. 다 노동으로 같이 간접 좀 받자래. 아니 제자 지금 노동으로 되니. 다 주문을 막 성셔가 놓인 거예요.
And so because he's a great scholar from India, and India is where Buddha first taught the Dharma, and so he carries the original Dharma from Buddha. So just like they say that stream, the water, the stream, goes all the way back to the snow mountain. Just like that, the teachings that Lama Atisha taught goes back all the way to the Buddha Shakyamuni.
어떻게 딱 나도 강한 야매 책으로는 딱 빼자는데 간지 딱 주고 가라도 봐. 간지 맞지 딱 런드게 신경 말아봐 때문에 보시지 말아요.
And this text goes all the way back to Lama Atisha, so it goes all the way back to Buddha Shakyamuni. And so this text explains all these teachings, unmistaken teachings on how to achieve enlightenment or liberation.
어떤데도 딱 어디지? 어떤 데리 남이 된 알아서 딱 냐네 야고 채워지나? 딱 나도 다 와서 그러지 공부 들어야라. 대서 매워 말이야.
So if we study exactly as it is explained in this text, then there's no doubt that that we will not be able to achieve enlightenment or liberation.
나도 어디 들려면 들려다 나도 다 빼자. 그러나 또 나와서.
So okay, let's go through the text now.
다 교회 신인 때문에 베네라 제에 나니 땅하고 되게 돈이 나가요. 멋있죠.
So it's outline number 73, the blue cover text book, and it is page 228.
다 제에 베네라 제에 가려서나 아니 남의 강성 샤바티 다 담아내 녀바는 산지 공부를 얘기를 해서 안 보이 봤어. 나도 생각을
So the eight benefits of relying on a guru, right? So there are 8 benefits of relying on a guru. So if you rely properly on a guru, then you will become close to enlightenment.
아니 라마 처치 니에케베는 산지 공부를 얘기를 해서 니 어떻게 담보를 니거나 니 반에
And so the first one, so you come closer to Buddhahood, enlightenment, and so that one is divided into 2. You come closer to Buddhahood by practicing the instructions he taught you, and you also come closer to Buddhahood through making offerings to the Guru and serving him.
근데 사실 이한테 다 자원은 제발되고 간제 상제도 신신수방은 딱 투기와는 거를 신이하고 때문에나.
And then the second benefit is that you please all the victorious ones, all the Buddhas, if you rely on rely properly on the spiritual teacher.
아니 손바데 다 더더더 간제 바치 강강 주고 봐야지 그런 거예요. 때문에나. 가서와는 양이 제와이나.
And the third one is that you will not be disturbed by demons or bad companies, and so you will not have any obstacles.
근데 시와데 다 녀모마다 수수지시 다 문제와 관계 안 하시고 다 가로 내가 잘하고 그래서.
And the fourth one is that you will automatically put a stop to all delusions and misdeeds, all the non-virtuous actions.
아니 나와데 다 녀모 안 하시고 가와는 티로슬라 다 본토고 예데도 고니고 배우고 그래서.
So if you are able to automatically put stop to all the delusions, then the fifth one, the fifth benefit is that you will have insight and realization into the levels and the paths. So your insight or realization will increase then.
아니 두바데 어떻게 여보 제와나 제와는 제와 테르네 테르다 샴자야 따위 계시니 거기는 공부만 거기는 계시는 책을 해서.
And then the sixth one is that if you rely properly in the gurus, then you will always have gurus in your future rebirth. So you will never be deprived of virtuous spiritual friends, and you will always possess great teachers like Manjushri and Maitreya and so forth.
다 담바데 다 덴리 계시니 야보 시 선바이자 다 그러나 다 냐소로 똥거 말해서.
So because you're relying on the spiritual guide in a proper way and doing exactly what she tells you, and so therefore you will not fall into the lower realms.
아니 제와데 다 내가도 다도 된다 매매는 그래서.
And then the eighth benefit is that you will effortlessly achieve all short and long-term aims.
다 내가 된다 가려서나. 간제 내가 다 나도 단다 내가 나도 가고 그래 간제 다 샘시식 나와 있고 그래서 갖고 또 샘시식 나와 있어.
So in the short time, what we need is the mind to be peaceful and subdued.
샘시식 되어지나 아니 셰록네 시 된전다 그게 강에 여와이나요. 다 샘에 되어야 다 모두 강시랑 잘 말해줘.
So because if your mind is relaxed and peaceful and subdued, then even though there are many problems outside there, you will not feel that.
샘 지고 매와는 슐록은 되게 간절히 간절히 좀 여와다. 지고지는 요 말이죠.
So if your mind is not relaxed, not happy, then no matter how plentiful of all these external favorable conditions there are, you'll never be happy.
내 재미가 소자돼 아니 뭐지 더 때문에 아니 밑산 저 전부 다 좋아돼 가지고 다 지시하는 샤트로 사상이도.
So I saw this Chinese movie, made by China, and there were these two couples, a husband and wife. And husband was very rich person.
근데 이제 다 재미때 내가 로고 만들고 나는 요 보치는 마음으로 관심하지. 다 세모테 지금 잠정으로 되면서 관심 초회에다 되게 골라 그래서 자고
So because the husband is so rich that the wife didn't have to work at all, and she didn't have to do anything in the house. They had a servant to do all the things, and all she does, was traveling around, shopping, going to sports and so forth.
This is just movie. I don't know. It's true or not. 얘나야 재미들아 sempre 찜찜 됐어.
So, but the wife was never happy.
너 쇼는 되는데 다 생각하는 가는 다 누가 되는 가르스나 가서 다시 다 갈로 다 관심 많이 쉬러온 전체 관심 더 많아 관심 다 생각 대화 매완자 다 관심 다 생각 좋으면 그래서
So no matter how much of all this the external and favorable conditions there are, if your mind is not happy, then you'll never be happy.
근데 진짜 다뭐 아니 니마치 좋아 유네 뭐 잘 되면서 다 친성으로 들어가.
So then one day, she was not happy, so she left her husband and she went away.
대진에 다야 뭐 좋아 셔바지 되냐면 정하지는 좋아념 셔바지 차다 열어줄 거야. 그 유네 야 재미심만이 그 좋아 대양으로서 되니까 다들 뭐 우리 사연 토하면 뭐 상하지나야 달려주니 내가 제가 대충 소스.
And then she meets with another guy, and then they come close, and then when they're just about to get married, and then he leaves her, and then he goes away with the other girl, and then at the end, she ends up in the restaurant, working as a dishwasher.
대리진이 선bat이 오면 강인 정주라 아니 뭐라는 게 게스 나타나는 뭐라 라시 잡고 줘서.
Yes,
And
and then anyways, at the end, she becomes so miserable that then she commits suicide by setting a fire from the gas cylinder.
어떻게 주막까지 뭐 내가한테 그 싫으마다 관심만지 다 신든지 관심 요하나 관심 다 세면 되면은 다 미리 관심 조용한 것도 왔어. 시동다 미리 왔어.
So anyway, it's just a movie, but it's very true to the life, right? That no matter what we have from outside, if we're not happy inside, then we'll never be happy.
그 되게 따뜻한 강도 강가 그 리프트 강가 지우도 왔어. 지금 삼선 대체고 또 그랬다 지우슈에 나는 제대로 왔어. 되는데 여기서 말이야.
So whereas in our case, most of us here, we are quite okay, right? I mean, we're happy and we're unhappy sometimes, but we're okay, not too bad, right? But when we look at these people, sometimes we see the lives of the celebrities, we think that they're always happy, but it's not like that, right?
배나 이제 전부 깨다 전부서 간지 또 들어오는 하나씩 내가 몸에 들어왔어. 대야지 꼭샘 좋으면 그냥 샘보다 대화를 하는 거예요.
And so these famous people, the rich people, famous people, they commit suicide by drinking, by taking poison or drugs and so forth, right? Why do they do that? Because they're not happy. That's why they're doing that, right?
어디 다 나도 내가 나도 되는 가래 간지 다 샘바 지워다. 간지 다 몇피스 보고 그래서 삼모당 신이시.
So the short-term aim is to have a peaceful, relaxing mind, and so that it will not be feel unhappy. So somebody who knows how to think.
다 원하는 것들 남의 주제라다 땡아로 가리죠. 내가 그때 샘 대화를 간지 되도록 생각하고 돼. 좋아지 되도록 왔어.
So by studying or practicing Buddhism, how can we achieve this short-term happiness?
만도 단다 지금 지 저쪽 독출나다 가려도 만도 딱 그때는 무슨 뭐다 지 간에로 어때들은 만도 독출죠 지 야보로 때는 만도 지 빠지나 쇼쇼라고 와서
So we are very, easy to move up and down, right? Emotionally. Like if something good happens, we're so happy, easy to become very happy. And if something bad happens, we're very easy to become very unhappy, right?
다 근데 다 될라 산지 좀 되게 가서 송을 했어.
And so Buddha has said something for that.
그래서 간제지 해봐야네. 간제 다 마타베 라제레스 진도가 라제레스 야포에는 진도거리 두포에는 진도거리스 이제 되게 중요해서 아니 두포 영화 상지 딱 나서 쉬우지 셈샤고 말에 되게 두어만 보게 야포 영화들이 지금 무슨 영화지 나자죠 말이야 저는 잘 먹어야지 삼다나 먹으려고
So all these goods and bads that happen to us, they are all impermanent, and so they disintegrate moment by moment. And so when something bad happens, we think of it as it's going to be there all the time, and then we become very unhappy, as if it's going to be there all the time. But then if we think, oh no, this is just for time being, it's not going to last forever, and when you think of the bad things that happen to you, and then you think of the worst thing, even the worst thing that happened to others, and when you think about that, compared to them, yours is much lighter, and you not feel that that much of suffering also. And then also when something good happens, you can think that, oh, this is impermanent as well, it's not going to last forever. There's nothing to be so arrogant about it, And so then you think about something even better, with other people. And so compared to them, this is not so good. So, and it's not right for me to be so proud or arrogant about it.
먼저 나자 가르쳐 나자 가르쳐는 또 소소치 가르쳐지 야주나 나도 지금 나도 찍어도 나자 찍어도 와서 딱 가시고 제서 딱 가시고 인상 나도 소소 강의도 나도 소소 개개요 말했어 강의했다 대단 먼저 맞아 맞춰를 듣다나
So when we develop this sense of arrogance, or pride, thinking that I'm so and so like that, then you think about other people who are better than yourself. And then when you see others better than yourself, then you don't think of yourself as being at the top. You will not think that nobody is better than me. Like that.
다나도 강의로 지금 샘슈되고 가요. 나도 다나도 terrible for general was some kind of
And then also sometimes, when something bad happens to us, we feel very bad, and we think it's the most terrible thing that happened to anybody.
다 때다도 나도 올붙이다. 대래 강의 쳐. 나도 강의 야적 동네 전제를 쳐. 올스나 대나 나도 샘슈 때는 나도 개개 말 와서 샘슈 빠야 그랬어.
So, but then when you think about other people who are even more terrible, who are feeling more terrible about themselves, like other beings, lower beings, so like 100,000 or even like million times more worse than us. So when you think about that, then it kind of uplifts your mind and makes you feel happy.
어떻게 두진 선모, 간지 두 선모 땅고 그래서 사실 좀 되는 거 손을 내려와.
So these are all the play of the mind. If you think in that way, you can feel this way. If you think in that way, and then you can feel. So Buddha has given all this advice to us to think in certain ways.
그럼 먼저 강의로 들은 나도 두진 상금이야. 그래서 this for trouble for me is then 소소 강의를 했는데 되게 와서 두는 손당이야.
So we normally don't think like that, right? And when we are facing some difficulties, so we think that we are the only one who's facing this kind of difficulty, or we are the worst difficulties we are facing. Right? We never think of, there are other people facing worse than us.
저는 나도 생각 찍으면 수수 나자티 왕기 그냥 뭐라 깨셔가지고 남자 대왕으로 직전에 파초 미팅가 수수 대왕하지 마치면서 다양한 것도 생각 찍으면 저는 좋았을 때 나자티 왕기.
And also then because of that arrogance, when somebody don't speak, to what we prefer to hear, then we don't feel happy either, right? So it's, they don't agree with me, or they don't speak the way I want them to speak. And then just because of that, you feel unhappy or angry with, towards others.
근데 대 맞아도 담보 맞아 거의 아자. 근데 그 파 액션 좀 그러고.
And so that's what the pride does to us. First, it lifts us up, and then, then after that, it makes us to experience all these unhappinesses.
mensa come densa is. 그때는 mensa 소나 먼저 맞아기 아니 강에 빠진 차이 말로.
And so the one who thinks of himself as the lowest is the highest. And that's saying like that. The one who thinks of himself as the lowest is the highest. And so if you think of yourself as being the lowest, then you will never have the problem of being tortured by these kind of delusions like arrogance and so forth.
야 mensa 소세 정말 이 뭐가 계속 가르치는 거 되고 나오고 말해서.
So when you say you have to think of yourself as the lowest, it doesn't mean that you have to look down on yourself, and you have to just listen to everybody and do whatever they ask you to do.
맨날 누만 자갈이야. 아니 개노식. 아니 더 미상이야. 다 니면고 다 샤라 롱아 배워 말이지.
So once a long time ago in India, a monk went to beg for alms in somebody's house.
근데 전달이 다 저런 다초마에는 니처럼 유컬 트랙이 있어. 저런 다초마에는 그쪽에 매스 나와 말이지.
And so the owner of the house said, if you are arhat, if you are for destroyer arhat, then I will give you food. If you are not, then I will not offer you food.
아니 걔네들 오늘 다초마 매스. 아니 딱그 제가 말하고 코페가 말이지. 나도 좀 맵시고 그랬어.
And so because he was not arhat, he said, I'm not arhat. I'm not arhat, and then he didn't get food, so he went away without food.
아니 전달돼서는 나 그거는 지금 매사 중에 쉬시 있다고 매사 중에 오늘 매사 거기 소다가 때문에 다초마 이사를 했었네. 근데 죽게다 다초마 다초마 있는 만한 게 있잖아. 갑자기 있어. 나와 있어요.
And so because he was very honest, and then he took himself as being a law. He could have said he's arhat to receive the offering, but he didn't say he was honest, and he said he's not, and therefore the owner thought, he's very, he's not arrogant, and he's not lying, and so he's very honest, so therefore he must be arhat. So the owner thought he must be arhat, and then he invited him back and then offered the food.
아니 딱 믿을 거다 좀 많이 말이나 야나 전다도 고난기 써먹던 나라더니 같이 다초마리가 제가 배우고 썼는데 고통이 말이지.
So even though the monk was not an arhat, but the way he thought of the monk as an arhat, and then offered the food, and that way he accumulated the merit equal to making offering to arhat.
어찌다 된대면 딱 가지고 만도 지 배회가 마시고 제다잖아. 딱 매다서는 야보레스 매사 고면 된사이들이 딱 나서요 그래서 봐.
So according to these teachings, it is advised to look out, to take ourselves as the lowest. And so since if you take yourself as the lowest, then you are the highest.
But maybe we little exchange this country. I'm the highest person. 봐. 근데 나는 내가 지금 가서 서울에 예전에 퀄리티 예전에 예전도 맞잖아요. 네 삼성 도시적으로.
So, but here in this country, if you don't pretend as you have so much of knowledge and fame and so forth, then people will look down on you.
He said, "I'm the PhD." Then people say, "Oh, he's PhD." He said, "Oh, just I'm small person." This, "Oh, yeah, just small." 근데 가지 어디 때문에 봐지. 근데 이자 가지 다네 수수고 상호 땅다 신경 말고 시와이자 아니 내가 그때 그거를 해서.
So if you are able to think in a proper way, then you will be able to accomplish these short-term aims. So let's read it together. The outline is 73. You will effortlessly achieve all short and long-term aims. In short, proper devotion to your Guru is the root of all mundane and supermundane qualities. Everything from the prerequisites of not falling to the lower realms right out to the come effortlessly when you rely on the spiritual guide. Geshe Ngawang said, O kind Lord, quality of all good qualities, from the essence of nectar lam-rim, briefly when you rely on the spiritual guide, and you will achieve the supreme excellent state. Atisha said that we had relied on his 52 gurus. There was one so his good work in both India and Tibet were an extensive experience. Is that because of his excellent devotion to his spiritual guides? And so the guru, is the root of all the mundane and super-mundane qualities. And so, how do you define what is mundane and what is not mundane? Is that so? According to the text, the mundane, beings are the ordinary beings, who have not realized emptiness directly, or not who are not superior beings, not higher beings, right? And those who have realized emptiness directly, or higher beings, are the supramundane beings. So now we're being able to read, write, and so forth. Is by whose kindness? It's by the kindness of the gurus, right? By the teachers. And so, all these mundane qualities, the teachers are very kind, right? Very precious. And so, like it says that for not on the pilgrims, for not falling to the lower realms and right up to the pilgrims for achieving Buddhahood, come effortlessly when you rely on a spiritual guide. And so then, because of that, Lama Tsongkhapa said here in the Foundation of Good Qualities, the Guru, or spiritual guide, is the root of all the good qualities. Relying properly to him or her is the root of the path. So, seeing that very well, I should rely or devote properly to the Guru throughout day and night. Please bless me to be able to do that, and so forth. So that's this, the first verse, right, from the Foundation of All Good Qualities by Lama Tsongkhapa. And so also there's a book written by Geshe Ngawang, right? So it's very extensive about extensive explanation about Guru devotion. And so that actually that book, is the whole book is a commentary to that single verse, from the Foundation of All Good Qualities.
아니 간지 수수 개개된 사두서마라 다 개개 간지 가리면 간지 맞지 다 연대문이 없다고 그래서 대화하고 상황을 해서 기반 기초하고 지금을 거예요.
So anyway, so first we have to find the right spiritual guide or the teacher for you or guru for you. Once you found it, and then you start to take that person as your guru and rely on him or her, then you have to devote in a very proper way, through action, through thoughts and so forth.
아들 가데미 다 개비시도 가르쳐나. 실당 니말라 해서 오시라 이랬어. 옛날야 우리가 레티 빨라 치매와 있나다. 또 또한 거라. 그게 또 그러지요. 세고 말. 몇 바다 세고 바다요. 몇 바다요. 니마테 가나 봐. 이게 고셔는 막.
네, 세고들.
어때? 줘. 님이 가서 잡아야 되나야. 빨라 세고면은 아니 다 좋아가면 막 도움 안 해서 말이죠.
So it's just like no matter how hot the sun's rays, it will not be able to put a fire on a paper or grass, like the magnifying glass. So if you put it between that will burn or set a fire on the dry grass or the paper. So the teacher is like a magnifying glass.
아니 저당 상계도 현주 선배 신업다 수단이 몇개 말이에요. 이나 신업대 주가에 가오라 손으로.
So actually, the blessings of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are inconceivable, but the sentient beings will not be able to receive it.
근데 이제 개개인데 다 뒤가 미실수라고 그래서
So it's not received, will not be able to receive it without the guru. So its guru is like that, magnified glass.
어디지? 아니 지스메라레베야 나 주고 되나요? 라마kom. 나 메모모 되나 냠서는 라마kom. 다 니가요 라마kom. 세나요 라마kom 거 요소 소리래서.
Milarepa said he is always meditating on a guru, whether he's by himself or whether he's with many people, whether it's a night or whether it's a day.
아니 내마야 자갈아야. 자갈마 이로서 니발다 르토는 다 세쇼요 와서 르토 마세지.
So in ancient days in India there's a big problem with the caste system, right?
근데 라마를 마오지라야 게투를 도모지요 말했어.
And so there, during that time there was this a guru from very low caste and had a disciple from a very high caste.
아니 니마치 다시 다도다 게투도 똑바로 보이잖아 와서. 아니 니마치 게투대야 너무 버네야. 개개이 대단한 야고 너무 버네. 근데 개개를 안 되는데도 또 가로. 니바요 말이 곱사마이랬어. 사마이 버네.
And so this the disciple, was a highly, quite a highly relaxed being. He had many other powers, so the power to be able to fly in the sky and so forth. So one day, he was flying above his teacher, and he thought, his teacher might not have that much power.
그때 싸마다 그런 니바냐네 고사마 사소한 말이었어.
So the moment he thought that, he lost his power and he fell, dropped on the ground.
라마스가 개침보고 다 이마 인사래요.
And so therefore, the guru is very important.
아니야, 다 가데미 교실에서 소유했어. 아니 깨름 공부할 많아요. 다 라마가 거나요 말이에요. 소유했어. 깨름세요. 깨름 공부다 보면 뭐예요? 깨름도 좀 세요. 공부하다 마모요레스 이나야다 라마 공부하니까 가능요 말했어. 되게 잘요 말했어. 근데 지금 딱 마음부 된대요레스 이나야 라마가 써왔다가 때려버려 말했어.
So there's this high meditation on the completion stage or generation stage. So these are these are considered to be very high meditation, tantric meditation. But then the Kadamba masters used to say that there's no higher meditation than meditating on a guru, even though the kind of other meditations like the meditation on the generation stage or completion stage are considered as very high meditation, but there's no higher meditation than meditating on a guru. And then there are so many powerful mantras to recite, but there's no more powerful than the requesting prayer to the guru.
Yeah. 아니 시다야지 나도 양 신의 손도 담아라지 그래 가서 같이 라미 신업 체다 중이 라마에 라라라레스 같이 소소지 개개된 선자마라 같이 때문에 다 대화하고 공부 기셔요 제고로 소거를.
So once you have relied or taken someone as your guru, then you have to devote to that person in a very proper way. And so they're saying that whether there's blessings or not, doesn't depend on the teacher. It depends entirely on you.
딱 내가 돈 다되고 차상에 대한 적고에 와다 된지 차상 적고에 와다 다 개심을 해라고 그러와.
So because it helps us to effortlessly achieve all the short-term and long-term aims, and therefore it is very important to rely on Guru.
아니 나도 선생님한테 손도 왔어. 너나 신이 때문에 내가 가서 신이하고 때문에 내가 가서 근데 뭐 공부 제래 아니 답이 그래. 딱 공부 아니 다 진짜 저성이 미래 라미가 되는 거 보내야 그랬어. 다tum 고외등어 끈 세네 아니 내래 다 다와서 집하고 도를 해서
And so then in the essence of the nectar lam-rim, just as it says here, when you rely upon a spiritual guide in a short term, free of all unfavorable states, and you gain good rebirth as gods and humans, ultimately all samsara suffering will end, and you will achieve the supreme excellent state. So, because it's so important in this way, therefore you have to rely on the spiritual teachers in a proper way.
아니 좋은지라야 남자들 맞지 많이 해줘다 찍라야 더 막히 받아 맞도 가시니까 정말 요인사 더 야도 배니가라 더 내는 남아는 양반에 대신이 되야 보셔와도 정말 레스.
And also it says here, right, the 152 gurus, and none of them he had any disrespect or looked down on them. And so all these extensive works that he did, he was able to perform in India and Tibet was because of his excellent guru devotion. So that ends the 8 benefits of relying on a spiritual teacher. And so these great benefits, right? Benefits of relying on the gurus. And now comes the disadvantage part, right? The disadvantage of not relying on a spiritual guide.
Maybe we skip.
So the 10 non-virtuous actions, we know what they are, right? So what are the 10 virtuous actions? It will be the opposite of 10 non-virtuous actions, right? So the 10 virtuous actions, and the opposite of that, the 10 non-virtuous actions. And so 10 non-virtuous actions are all bad ones, right? So there are also dependent arising, right? The bad and good. The bad comes by depending on the good comes by depending on the bad. And so Lama Tsongkhapa said that there isn't any phenomena, anything that exists that is not dependent origination. And so because it is dependent arising, therefore it is empty. So there isn't any phenomena that is not that is not dependent arising. And in the same way, there isn't any phenomena that is not emptiness. So because it is empty of because it's empty of existence from its own side, therefore it's dependent arising. And so because it comes to exist by depending on such and such, therefore it is not coming into existence by itself. So because it is not exist from its own side, therefore it is empty of existence from its own side. Are we all empty of rabbit's home? Is there a rabbit's home? We call that the horse, the mule, right? The horse that doesn't give birth to a mule. Yeah. Mule. Is there a child of a mule?
나는 생이게 주는 놈이 딱 매일 빼대셔야 돼. 아니 넘게 매도. 아니 지금 까마. 아니 모셔버 롱라도 딱 매일 빼. 나 그러더니 나딱 넘게 매도도 지금 까마 나한테 이거 말했어. 매일 빼라고 그랬어.
So in the philosophy text, now these are the kind of examples that we give of non-existence, like the horn of the rabbit, the child of a barren woman, and the star in the water. You can only see the reflection of the star, but no star in the water, right? And then the sky flower. So sky flower. I don't know what's that, but sky flower, and that doesn't exist. So anyway, so those are the examples of non-existence. The horse, do they have a front teeth?
Yes.
Yes.
And the
What about the goats?
How about yak milk?
and the young million
No.
the
The yak has milk?
No. Geshe Ngawang is always careful to point out that you can't milk the yak.
Something was no mamma paella, and Michi Antonio. And the Eva, the Shimba, and Antonio, no pan no embrace. And he couldn't have told the other take the ross, and he could not pay there, Pelia, Pelusoria, Semche, Locatema, Sotarica. You could it done, and then Doliaso in the Yoman. And he could die, and Koyaso Tanga carried. Can you carry Kupana? Can Toyaso maybe cook your nails? Toyaso maybe no message, no short Yaki, party yaki, mother punch you.
Zomo,
More than so much. Punzo. Yaki pussy. Power yaki, amateur punch you.
So there's this animal called zo. It's similar to yak. It looks like a yak, but it's not really yak. They call it. There's little difference. But anyway, so Geshe was saying that the zo's father is yak, mother is the cow. So the zo doesn't have a front teeth. And so one man, he went to buy. He's a farmer. He went to buy zo, his animal, which is very strong in walking. So he went to buy. The farmer went to buy zo at the non-medicine place, and he looked at the mouth, and then they say whether the animal is young or old. It depends what kind of teeth they have. So he looked at the teeth. There was no front teeth to the zo, and he said, no matter how dull or how stupid I am, I will not buy an animal, a zo with no front teeth. So none of the zoos have front teeth. So he was stupid, right, to think like that. But it is a zoo without a front teeth. I will not buy it. So most of you, who don't deal with the animals, you are ignorant about the animals, right?
I think I'm the more expert.
So ignorance means not knowing, right? If you don't know about the object, about the thing, then you are ignorant about the thing, about the object, right? So these the animals, who eat grass in the daytime, they swallow, and then in the night they kind of vomit, and then keep on chewing on that. And in the night, the whole night, they just chewing on. So those don't have so the upper front teeth, the upper teeth. So they don't have the upper front teeth. And so those animals, who eat grass in the daytime and then go to sleep, and then they vomit and then keep into their mouth, not all the way out, but into their mouth, and then just keep on chewing. So those animals don't have upper front teeth.
Yeah, they have so many teeth also animals. Anyway, today
so this is just a rough example of not knowing, right? There are many subtle things that we don't know, and those are more subtle ignorances.
샘청으로 사람들 그 개개씩 말했어.
So, stupid and wise also is dependent arising, right? So, stupid, because he's stupid compared to the wise ones. The wise is wise because it's compared to the stupid. But the wise is not completely wise because they don't know everything about it, right? So, like people who who have the PhD degree here from very well-known universities don't have much knowledge about those animals in the nomes, and so they can be ignorant about that, right?
다 들어가면 이 말을 들어와. 그지 간식 땡주만 중간에 했다. 땡는 마다를 대추ችን 요 말했어. 뭐다 근데 가서 섬로 땡는 거야 돼.
So that's why Lam Tsongkhapa said there isn't any phenomena, anything that exists that is not dependent arising. So there isn't anything that is not designated by depending on such and such things.
대마임 정한테 가더나. 다 그러면 저랑 대마처럼 말이 나타나. 또 섬로 개마는 다 듣고 나베지. 소리하고 셰단으로 있는 사람. 고아라고 도.
So that's why we have to think in the details, in details about those dependent arising. Otherwise, if we just say things don't arise from their own side, then we just maybe we're just taking that as one term, and that's what Buddhism says.
아니 도시 상도다. 당근에 산지 지파. 엑스퍼린 제단. 그리고 이제 자타가 파상을 떠와이나. 당근에 거야도. 도대체 섬에도 뭐 거쳐도 와.
So if we think about the explanations and the details, then we find out that it makes sense and so forth. Right?
대마적 때는 내가 남중 가서 아마세나. 나 시마음. 그 아마 이해만으로 왔어. 아니 다 나도 상관없다. 아마세는 가서 뿌글 때네. 뿌글 요한도 아마세 따가 되는 제대로 다 되는 나오도 아마 매우 가라. 또 아마 뿌글 매우 가라 아마라고 말하고 왔어.
So usually when we say mother, we just think of the mother. But if we say, oh, she's a mother because she has a child, she's a mother because she has a child. And if you think it that way, the mother not just as a mother, but mother because she has a child. Then that makes sense, right? So before she had a child, she wasn't a mother. Even though she's a woman, she's not a mother. But after she had a child, then she becomes mother. So a mother depends on having a child.
당근도 이제 다시 막아봐라. 기침만 지기도 오래가서 손을 그랬어.
So all the compounded phenomena are impermanence, disintegrating moment by moment.
다 단단하도 간가 아달로 이슈 숨쉬 쉽죠. 아주 잘하고 왔어.
So all the people here are adults, right? We are all like 20, 30, 40, 50 years old.
먼저 다뭐 아마도 제게는 세례 부근도 왔어. 내려고 된 지네. 같이 다달로 맞추지 차서 말해서.
And so the child of ourselves, who was born from mother's womb, and that disintegrated, and then the later stage of that disintegrated, then so keep on disintegrating, and that's how we reach to this age, of being 30, 40, or 50 like that.
매진간도 봤잖아. 야, 가서 스스로 가서 제일 다뤄야. 가서 가와 다르는 지금도 되는 거.
So that's how we disintegrate and reach to that. So as we pass the earlier disintegration, and then we come to the next stage, and so forth. So otherwise, if we think in that way, then it really will understand about the impermanence. Otherwise, if we just look at some people, and it's Jeff. We also Jeff yesterday, today's same, so no difference. And the pillar, if you look at it, the yesterday's pillar and today's pillar, there's no difference there. But if you think in detail about it, then there is a difference. Yesterday's pillar is no longer there; it has disintegrated. So the old age, the old people, we call it old when we see like the gray hair and so forth. But in Buddhism, you become old the moment you are born. Just soon after you are born, you're old. So you're old, older than. And so the dependent link of the aging has started from the second moment of your birth.
저는 아주 지기도 왔습니다. 로세를 가는 지기도 곧 나와 가지고 니마까지면 추수가는 건데 까마 까자 바바바 지진지로도 왔어.
So how do we disintegrate all this time, right? The year just don't disintegrate just like that. So far, so with many months, and then month with many weeks, or with many days, and day with many hours, many minutes, and minutes with many seconds, and then milliseconds, and so forth. So if you go down that way, so then you really see there's a big change happening all the time.
근데 싫어온 것도 드시기도 따다. 그 니마치 박스 그 강을 뭉쳐서 말해왔어.
And the same with the wood, the plants, the leaves outside, and the trees. Right? They don't become green or gray overnight, right? Or right away.
그 제다 째는 칼레지 니마네 추수에네 까마네 새끼니 거다 저자는 거기요.
And so they change through like seconds and minutes and hours and so forth. So through that in time, in process, they become, they're changed in that way, right?
오다 들리려 간식 땡주 많이 추가용 티콜라 썸로 십자당 와이나 당근에 거의 쉬어요.
So if you think about that point, there isn't any phenomena or anything that exists that is not dependent on origination.
근데 사실 쪽에서 당부 추사가 내제 좀 못다봐 사체다지 너무 말이죠.
So when Buddha first taught the Dharma, he says all the sufferings, all the component phenomena are impermanent, and all the the contaminated phenomena are suffering.
와다타 들리려 이발에서 당근도 대 주만에 다 마테미 님만 거좀 로스 됐다가 샤.
So we'll stop here for today, and next time we'll start from the disadvantages of not relying on the spiritual guide.
근데 우리 바도 I'm not very good. 그런 거 이렇게 누마도 좀지 왔어. 근데 라마지 주시를 까봐야 그래도 이해돼서 근데 다 라마처럼 이제 개회 편이 손으로는 라마처럼 이해돼 다 나와 다시 딱 요거 상대해 만들었어. 다 저런 게 되게 예민해서는 딱 나도 저와 같다 나만 쳐 다시 아니 너다 치고 한다 했어. 이게 시야를
So when we talk about the disadvantages and advantages, you talk disadvantage, you see the advantage and then you see a lot of advantages. But when you look at the disadvantage, then you see also a lot of disadvantages. So there's a story about this teacher and disciple. And so the teacher taught about all the advantages of reciting the mantras and doing the practice. And then also he explained about the disadvantages of not reciting or killing the animals and so forth. And then he says, then the disciple said, the Lama, when you explain about the benefits, so even though you do a little bit, it has so much benefit that you feel like you have done a lot. So he said, when you talk about the benefits, let alone you Lama, even I feel I am a great person. But then when you explain about the disadvantages, let alone me, even you Lama, I think you will fall into the law of gravity.
그래서 나도 신인 때문에 pension도 너무 스타시고 다 마트에 다 이제 공주ችን 들어와서 뭐 가서 이나야 남들이 샘비죠 말이죠.
So when we talk about the benefits of relying on a guru, then there's a lot of benefits like we get inspired and so forth. But then when you think about the disadvantages, then it will really kind of discourage you and so forth. But you should not feel like that. So the good thing or the advantage of the negative action, the advantages of the negative action is that it can be purified. So it's like that, and now we're going to go to the question answer. Question from the class. First, as it is said, that person with merit will have all his or her wishes come true. So how does one accumulate merit? A person with a merit will have all his or her wishes come true. So how does one accumulate merit? So in other words, what do you do to accumulate merit?
Okay?
Is it possible to say that we can, the accumulation of merit doesn't depend on the action itself, but that the accumulation of merit and the amount of merit accumulated depends more on the motivation behind the action, and therefore any action can be used to accumulate merit?
소놈 가제사다 최종 가제사리 소놈 사마서다 최종 가제사마서 디리드네 레라라레 말스 레기 레기 제기 꿀론을 알레스 안데 제산테네 꿀론 요번에는 레가르지나는 손사야스
The Geshe. And the other question, other answer? No one else? No. I got it. His answer. Other answers?
Maybe correct answer for a change?
No, we have to, what's that? Compare everybody's answers. Then we check which one better. Which one makes sense. I mean, I'm not saying your answer is not incorrect, but you compare to how she said, how he said, then we know which one's better. Yeah?
There are many examples, but correctly devoting oneself to the guru is a good way to develop merit.
신의 수준을 때문에
Yeah? Do you have any others?
Making offerings to 3 jewels.
Yeah.
Making offerings to the 3 jewels, the Dhamma and Sangha.
Okay. Yeah.
What did we have?
Circumambulating?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
In general, I think any virtuous action will accumulate merit if it is dedicated properly. But specifically, I think bodhicitta, the development of bodhicitta, is the most powerful way of accumulating merit. And then on top of that, if one practices the 5 perfections, perfection of generosity, perfection of morality, perfection of patience, perfection of joyful effort, and perfection of concentration, then the combination of these is the maximum accumulation of merit.
전주선 기야 연습을 기야 다 가래 뭐 겨와 가르쳐 봐야 되는 겨와 제외 탑이 제외 제가 되는데 뭐 야구 쳐봐야 때는 서로 사이거스 한테는 야수되는 전주선 플러스 전주선 군이라는 바지엔 좋은 연애 쳐봐야 이 사람 야채 사이거스
Good, yeah. 저도 강의 내하고 장에서 강의하고 있어. 배하고 정도 있어.
So you all have good answer, very good ansers.
강의가 근데 너무 따요 안도 그래서요.
It looks like you all have put some serious thought into it.
일단 브라스는 그놈을 하는 게 브라스 그놈 기준 처리해.
So just like Bryce said, it depends on the motivation. Motivation is very important.
아니 일단 교회라는 다 신의 투시 때나 다 손에 올라가서 강사 몽골랍사에 맞.
Just like Ed said, also, if you properly devote to the Guru, definitely you accumulate a great amount of merit.
아니 세라라는 다 군조선을 줘도
Making offerings to the 3 jewels, just like Sarah said.
그때 다 야수로 와.
Correct. Water, correct.
하고 되는 것도 꼬라 잡아도 많은 지나는 수 강가다 손을 써이다 다 장자로 왔어.
And then just like Walter said about circumambulating the holy objects like stupas and so forth, or reciting mantras, these are all means to accumulate merit.
일단 시도부 서에다 도쇼들에서 다 되는 것도 샤라스 소도에 말아서 다 되는 야수들어.
What Siddhu said is very good, the best one, kind of advanced one, which we cannot do right now.
난 예전에 내가 가지는 간지 연락된다 저기 추적진 하는 시간에 했다라 지에서 제가 된데 주는 그들라야 되게 말하려고 했어.
So what you said is right, but what I have said here are the 7 limb practices and the 6 spectral practices.
좋아. 네, 정말 관계가 지금 배설로 넘치지. 제 도약이 좋았어.
And so this is something that we can all do, right? Basic practice that we can all do.
다 뛰어오더라 다 좋습니다. 상주는 좀 연하다 강인.
Nibar. And so, the answer is in the second question. Is, what are the 7 limbs explained in the King of Prayers? Anybody knows what are the 7 limb practices?
Yeah.
To prostrate, to offer, to confess, to rejoice, to ask, to entreat, to dedicate.
샤자와 저거와 대보샤와 제도나 제보스 소와데바 나가르다 소와데바.
Wow. Everybody agree with him? Everybody memorize this?
No.
대대 샤한타와 저거가 지세라와 아니 주고와 그와 명하면도 소와다고 뭐와 어떤 소리 봤어?
So those are the 7 things, right? Making prostration, making offering, confessing, purifying the negativities, rejoicing in the virtues of oneself and others, and then making requests to turn the wheel of Dharma or to teach Dharma, and then making requests to live for a long time to the gurus, and to live for a long time, and then dedicating all the virtuous actions that you have accumulated. So those are the 7 things.
아니 저희 주도 하고 왜?
What about the 6 preparatory practices?
그런데 강들 막다 노사들 봤어.
We just went through that, right, recently. The 6 preparatory practices. Anybody remember?
내가 쉬듯이 그 소리를 전.
Sarah has it?
Is it cleaning the room and making offerings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
어떤 어떤 것도 가지 저도 산에 가와 나고 하고 하니까 야구시라 그래서.
So yeah, those starts with making or cleaning your room, right? The shrine room where you're going to do the practice, and arranging the offerings, the representative body, spirit, and mind, and so forth.
어떤 때 야구시라 그래. 네. 그러고 단다 연하던데 장수는 쇼로가 지어래. 쇼로가 지도록 삼셔도 됨고 말이죠. 샤사와는 조셔서 지세가 고셔서 그것을 당시 또 그냥 좀 먹었어. 아니 나중에 쇼로 지어서 쇼로 지. 샤사와는 조셔서.
So there's just one single verse in King of Prayer. So if you just memorize that, then you will know all those 7 prayers, right?
그렇죠. 다 좋았으면 다 지세하는 게 가르쳤어. 지세하는 게 가르쳤어.
So the third question is, what is the object of rejoicing?
Okay. Give answer.
Do you understand the question? It says object, or means like, what do you rejoice on? What do you rejoice on?
Okay.
Rejoice on the virtue of the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, all sentient beings.
Good. Then everybody agree with him? 야, 대타콜 좋아 내 따라했어. 나 나나 현지 계속 싸서마다 싸반겨. 싸심마 다도 저래서 좋아.
So yeah, all the virtues of yourself, oneself, and others. So others include the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, all these other beings, all sentient beings.
현지 개월시반 투에서 대란 저도 뭐 생각하는 이내가 왜 지세야 대해서 넘겨도 도볼 수 없어.
So when you see someone else accumulating merit or practicing virtue, then instead of becoming jealous of that person, you rejoice in his actions. Oh, that's very good. So if you think like that, then you accumulate equal amount of merit as that person.
Okay? Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You guys look up, everybody is really serious thinking. Just slowly. 내가 더 하고 나오셔요. 가고 그렇게 나오고 그러지.
So it is important to understand the core meaning of the text.
이거 로조 제제 다 로조 다 가려고 그래. 사람들은 너무 싫어.
So we keep on studying, but then if we don't know what we really want to understand, then it doesn't much help much, right?
그래서 저도 지금 거와 때와야 되지. 랭가도 지금 제대로 form에 받는 거 양이 없으라 그래서.
And so you always think about the importance, the reasons, and so forth. So that's very good.
근데 지금 중소 강가 시도는 시전에 베이직 로저 야보여서 이런 걸로 쓰면 돼도 내가 좀 힘들어.
So because you have the basic education, knowledge, therefore if you think a little bit on top of that, then it's easy for you to understand.
시전에 로저 야보지에는 갈람나 시 도도 중도.
So if you have a good general education, then whatever you learn on top of that, it becomes easier to learn.
시전에 로저 오면은 다 미인지 장아 지발했어. 그래서 가지고 예지 로저도.
So if you don't have the general education, then it's just like me trying to learn English. No matter how much I studied, I couldn't learn it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So we'll do the